what is going on, everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. We're up against Luton in our In the Shadows Let's Play. We need some results. We've been struggling a little bit, so much so that I've done something a little bit extreme, which is going off a contract to a whole new, pretty much a whole new background staff, backroom staff. We've gone out for new youth coaches, for new coaches, for a new assistant manager. I just want to freshen things up at the back there and see what see what changes that makes. And see, it could be good, could be bad, but I want to try and stick to the same formation we're playing for a number of games and just see if we can get ourselves out of this slump rather than rely on a different tactic. And that should have been a goal. We should have been a goal up. Brewster should have done better. Cole with the corner. You know what's happened? We've stopped scoring corners. This is the issue. Ganchez with the shot. Straight at the keeper. Tight thigh, but he should be able to play through. Do we really want to risk him playing through? Cole, long range, puts it wide. That's the other thing that's changed. We're not scoring those goals. We'll give him a chance. We'll see if he gets any better than this. Doesn't look like he's going to. I think we'll make a change in a few seconds. There's the free kick. There's the goal. We're a goal down already. Oh, God. Nato, you're on, buddy. Gonna make that change. Not good. Mecca with the strike. Goes in. Near post. 1-0 down. Okay, Buxton with a throw in. There's Christopher Fufu. And there's Buxton again, out to Cole. Tagseth, long ball over the top. Brewster's in again. This time he still doesn't score. God's sake, the amount of one-on-ones we get that we don't find the net is embarrassing. It is really embarrassing. Phillips, saved. Brewster, cleared. We should be winning this game, yet we're losing. This is kind of summing up the first part of our season here right now. We've had chances to go away with wins at various games, and every single one of them we've come away with a defeat. We haven't even struck lucky and got a draw. Neto at the back stick, is he onside? No. I was going to say he looked quite a way forward when that ball was flicked on. Oh dear. Well, at least I suppose he got into that position. That should be something we're grateful of. Half time. Goal down. Okay. Second half, here we go. See if we can get anything at all out of this game. I think we can. We've got nothing happening right now. Let's try and make that change, I guess. And then that, maybe? I don't really know. I mean, ultimately, as long as I stay out of a relegation battle, I'll be pleased, but we're slowly slipping into one, and that's a worry right at the beginning of this season. This is bad. They've got a corner. They've scored from the corner. We can't defend corners either now. Bad news. Real bad news. They're scoring the same corner that we score against everybody else. Oh, man. What do we do from here? Throw in. Cole plays it down the field. We kind of half won it back, but we're not getting anything out of this game either. We had our cup run and we picked up Newport in the third round of the Carabao Cup. So we might have a chance of getting through that one. But there's the end of this game, and ultimately the Carabao Cup means nothing unless we start picking up some results here. And this is why one of the reasons I'm looking at a new assistant manager. We lost the game, and our manager is telling them that he's happy with what he saw, more or less. Not quite what I was looking for. Next up, Checker Trade Trophy, so we'll be resting a load of players. We also asked for a game to be postponed because we had so many youngsters away on international duty. So yeah, I think a change of scenery in the back is 11 players on international duty. I think a change of scenery in the back room might be wise for us. It's going to be expensive, but I think it's probably the right thing to do. We are still slipping down this table. I'm not interested in the Carabao Cup at all. So here we go. We've got a fitness coach in. This one's been blocked, but we can. Board have proposed the Jimmy Coma is due to staffing limits. However, they're willing to allow you to release the player. Agree terms. So what, I confirm it and Renshaw goes in order for anything. Renshaw has been released from his role. Okay, let's just see. Same thing here. So this is head of sports science. So just so you can see this, is there a way of me having a look at him? I don't know if there is, other than going to staff. I won't do it now. We'll have a look in a second, but hopefully those two should go through. We should see a load more of those. So here we can see Renshaw was our head physio and was pretty good. Ultimately, I guess from a change of this doesn't really make much difference. But Matt Miller was our sports scientist, whereas Dennis Fernandez is now our sports scientist. So I don't really know what role they do, but I figured it was worthwhile taking the opportunity. So this guy, David Murley, has agreed terms with under-23s. This guy's coming in to be our under-23 manager. Daryl Murphy is going. Again, not a huge difference, but I get the feeling that these guys will help us move things forward. So another physio going will make that change there as well. This is a massive cull on monumental proportions. Fitness coach. Why are you trying to get rid of my goalkeeping coach? Okay, there we go. So we're just going to have a clear out and bring in some new ones and see what happens, and then maybe go to the board and ask for more space for training purposes, and go from there. Colbert is in. Blocked this one. This one is for head of youth development. Lee Jones is our current. So Lee Jones, not fantastic. Sebastian Robert looks pretty good. So just in the view that we might get a little bit more out of them. Tranmere board feel they don't need a data analyst. Well, that's probably fair enough. I don't really know why we'd need one either. Maybe ultimately football's now about stats and so on and so forth. So maybe there is an argument to do that. But short term doesn't mean a lot to me, really. We're going to go and have a look, see who we can then also remove in our little cull of backroom staff. Our assistant manager, I don't think, has agreed yet. Okay. So this is Gaspar Galvez. I think he was coming in as just a coach, probably not as a goalkeeping coach. Why do you want to get rid of? Okay, fair enough. Poulsen has been blocked. Don't really know what this is actually. And this is the assistant manager. So Michael Jackson, our current assistant manager. Craig McPherson, our new assistant manager. Again, doesn't look a massive amount about better, but I just wanted that change. Can also work with youngsters. We've got a lot of youngsters in the squad, so I'm kind of hoping that this drive towards youth players, and it's done as well so far. We've brought in players who are young and they've been sold for more money. So I think the opportunity is there for us to push forward with that and see what happens. Next up, we've got Port Vale. We're going to then see if we can have a clear out of the rest of the staff, bring in some new ones. What I might do is get rid of those staff before we bring in the new ones, which is probably a bad idea, but just means we can make sure we're bringing in the appropriate staff members. 10 bits of news, lots of sackings going on, lots of changes going on. This is Aberdeen making offers for Fernandez, who again looks pretty good, but we'll just see what happens on that one. We're going to reject it, 400k's worth of transfer offer, but again, all in kind of instalments, and if he makes appearances and stuff, we wouldn't see that money for a long, long time. And hopefully we should almost be at the next game. He's taking his time. Okay. Come on, when you're ready. Okay, so the loan deadline day has passed. I did go to Liverpool, see if there was anyone else I could bring in. Had a little look at my shortlist and the loan list of players. Wasn't anyone there that really set me thinking they could replace someone full time in our team for this season. So I decided against it. Again, I think our wingers, our midfield is probably the weakest part of our team at this moment in time. Our defence is kind of as we need a star at the back there. You know, Phillips was great for us in that League 2. He's probably good enough. Ganchez doesn't look great. Our fullbacks don't look amazing. I think we just have to keep going. Port Vale, here we come. When we're ready. Again, Port Vale, Checkatrade Trophy, not anything I'm going to be too interested in. They're disappointed with Ryan Brewster, and it might be worth making that change to get our old strike force back up front and see if that makes any difference. It might annoy Klopp not playing him, but I think it's probably after this game it might not be a horrendous option. Let's clear this and let's just do some picking for ourselves. Let's have Franco. What do you say? Okay, you're getting a game. You can play in midfield, as can you. You can go on the bench, as can you. As can you. Owens, you're on the wing. Chuchi, you're on this wing. Evans, why not? You can have a game up top. Along with you, we'll play you for a game, and then we just need some fullbacks, which I don't really have. Don't really want to play these guys, if I'm honest. Let's go and have a look at what we've got fullback wise in our youth team, shall we? Squad, move to senior squad. That is it, I think. Mick Lee or you. Neither of you are great. You're more of a centre half than you are a fullback, I can tell you that much. You don't look great. You're in. Son, you're in. Okay. Let's go back to our tactics and have a look at these guys. So, right back and left back. Nice. Then we need some players on the bench, so we'll put you're on international duty. We'll put some of these players on the bench here. Everyone's quite tired right now. Buxton, I guess you're going on the bench just for cover at fullback, but this is our team. It's not great, I'll tell you that much. Let's swap these two round. Let's get going. Okay, here we go. Very, very, very weakened team. You've got a preference of 7, you can have 6. It's close enough, isn't it? Okay. Clear minds from our new assistant manager, copying our old assistant manager. But again, not particularly worried about this. As long as we don't get an absolute pounding, I'm not too concerned. 8 minutes gone, 0-0. We're giving away free kicks on the edge of the box though. And Zeta with a save. I guess another question is our goalkeeper. Is our goalkeeper as good as Wildsmith, who we had on loan? Answer of that is I'm going to guess no. Oh man, one long ball over the top. They're in. Good save, Keeps. They're all over us. Small bone. Oh dear. Okay, well in, Lee. Look at that. I like it. Okay, another corner. Here it comes. We've headed it half clear. Worrell on the edge of the box. Smashes it home. That was coming, I think you could say. The only good thing about this is it does give us the opportunity to rest a lot of our players. What a strike, mind you. Hopefully we'll be getting players back with some freshness. We've got a corner. Rachucci. Franco heads it wide. Oh, we've got no midfield. Straight ball over the top there and again. Puts it wide. What happened there? We had a centre-back up past the halfway line. We had no midfielders in midfield. It was just a bit scary, that. There's Lee. There's Moulders. Rachucci. Fregas, maybe? I don't know how you say that. Playing alright football, though. Ball onto Rachucci. Holding on to it. This is what we wanted. This is what we needed. Lee. Back out to Lee again. Rachucci to Moulders. Fregas is in. He shoots. He scores on his debut. It's a goal. Get in. This is the young, I think it's young Portuguese midfielder that we brought in. We've got so many young Portuguese players, I don't know what to do with them all. We are basically Wolves' reserve team. But it's working for us. Well, it's sort of half working for us. It worked for us enough to get us promoted, and that's all I care about. Okay, half time. It is 1-1. Okay, come on then, boys. Lee hasn't looked too out of place from what I've seen. Long ball over the top, straight to them. But Evans is going to pick this up. Still yet to see what everyone's so excited about for Evans. Maybe a little bit harsh playing him in this team and then wondering why people are interested in him. That is not the best pass I've ever seen. And they're in again. And they've scored. Us giving the ball away in the middle of the park caused that. Not great. Okay. Two, one down. Don't really want to make any changes because our bench is full of people who would normally be playing for us. We could make a change here maybe, and we could maybe make this change up top. Why not? Let's do it. Complete changes all round. Corner with Rachucci. Franco's there. It's bobbling around. We should have scored. I don't know how we didn't. I genuinely don't know how we didn't score there. Here they come. Good ball out wide. Back to the fullback. There's the ball in. There's the header. Good save by the keeper. Two good saves by the keeper. Still in there. Real with the clearance. They've had 4 clear-cut chances to our 0. It's normally the other way around, but never mind. Good little header that. Well, Rachucci's going to pick this up. Can we find a ball out? There's Lee. I have to say I like his red boots. There's Banks. Not sure about these ones, mind you. There's Owens. looking to find a chance. That's what we're looking for here. Neto is running after this one. He gets there. Crossan heads it against the bar. Jesus, that kind of sums us up a little bit, to be honest with you. Free kick right on the edge of the box over the bar. Wasn't sure that was over the bar when I said that. Okay. Boys, I think we're out of the... Well, not out of the cup. Unfortunately, we've got more crappy games to play in this rubbish trophy. Whitfield. Headed away. And there's the end of the game. And the end of this episode. We're only playing the 2 games this time round. Yeah, despite the result, we don't really care about the performance in the cup. Although I'm not sure our assistant manager has gone any different to what the other players would have said. He's Portuguese. I just wanted to check because we had looked at a few Spanish people as well. The Tranmere made it really nice. Pleased to be part of the setup at Pretton Park. Okay, so there we go. We've lost another game and we're not looking great. The Carabao Cup is on, whereas the Checkatrade Trophy, waste of time. We have got this, the board affiliate returned, 3 clubs. So we've got Dagenham and Redbridge who are in the National League. The one thing I'm interested in is this down here, basic youth facilities and training facilities. Kettering, adequate training facilities, below average youth facilities, and Aldershot, adequate and superb. This is what we're interested in. We're sending our guys out to Aldershot, I think. Make recommendations. Aldershot, recommend. We're going to have to pay them, but we don't really care. Select this and press OK. And we're done. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming, and we will see you again soon. Thank you.